All right, so this one is slope over when you have 2 points that are given to you and not a graph. So we're finding slope, but we're using 2 points on the line. And when this is the case, you just use the formula. So we have the slope of the line that has 2 points. So here's our first point, and you see it recognized with the little superscript 1s. And then this is the second point, and it's got the superscript 2s. And you can find that in this formula where we take y2 minus y1 and put that over x2 minus x1. And so what this is the change in y over the change in x. And remember, y, if you're looking at a graph, this is your y, so that's your rise. And then this is your x-axis, and that's your run. So your rise over your run. Again, rise over run in our formula. So if we have the 2 points, -4, 1, and 2, 3, this is my first set, and this is my second set. So I find my y, change in my y's. So I have 3 minus 1. And then I have 2 minus -4. And this is looking for our slope using this formula, our change in our y's over our change in our x's. One thing I noticed is I'm subtracting with a negative, so I'm going to keep change that. And I'm going to have 3 minus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 4 is 6. Can I simplify 2 over 6? Yes, I can. And so that divide those both by 2, and I get 1 over 3. So my slope is 1/3. Before we start finding slopes, let's practice rewriting some weird fractions, which basically means simplifying them. If I take a look at -3 over 9, they're both divisible by 3. So if I take -3 divided by 3, I get -1. And 9 divided by 3 is 3, so I get -1/3. I have 4 over 10. They're both divisible by 2, so we're going to divide them both by 2. That is 2 over 5. Can I simplify it any more? No, it's simplified, so the slope of this one is 2/5. 4 over 1 is the same as 4. -7 over 1 is the same as -7. -2 divided by -3, or over -3. I have a negative divided by a negative, which means that there's going to be a positive. They don't share a common factor other than 1, so it's actually just going to be 2/3. -1 over -8. Take away the negatives because they become positive, and we get positive 1/8. 4 over -7 cannot simplify, so it's just -4/7. 1 over -8 cannot simplify, and it's just -1/8. 0 divided by, or 0 over 12. I know if I take 12 times 0, I get 0, so that's my answer, 0. Anytime you have 0 as a numerator, the answer is going to be 0. When you have your 0 as a denominator, that's different. This is going to be undefined. Again, 0 as your denominator, this is undefined. Okay? Let's practice finding the slope using 2 points. If you want to, you can always write above them what the x and y's are. And remember that our slope is our change in our y's over our change in our x's. So we're going to take 2 minus -1 and 6 minus 4. I have subtraction with a negative, so 2 plus 1 is 3, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Cannot simplify it, and remember, slope is never a mixed number, so this is our slope. We have 3, -2, and 4, 3. 3 minus -2. 4 minus 3. Keep change. That's 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. Can you simplify 5 over 1? Yes, it becomes 5. So our slope is 5. We have 0, 4, and negative 3, 12. 12 minus 4 over negative 3 minus 0. We have 12 minus 4 is 8. Negative 3 minus 0, there's no change, it's negative 3. I cannot simplify this. I rewrite it as negative 8/3. Remember, you cannot make it an improper fraction. Or it can stay an improper fraction, it cannot be a mixed number. So 1 minus 7, negative 3 minus negative 1. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. Keep change. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. I can simplify negative 6 over negative 2. 1 is, it'll be a positive answer because there are two negatives. And 6 divided by 2 is 3 over 1, which is 3. This one here I have 7 minus 7, negative 11 minus 3. 7 minus 7 is 0. Negative 11 minus 3, same as adding a negative 3, so it's going to be a negative 14. I have a 0 on top, which means it's 0, so it has a 0 slope. Our last one, I have 10 minus 4, negative 5 minus negative 5. Keep change. 10 minus 4 is 6. Negative 5 plus positive 5 is 0. I have 0 as a denominator. That means this is undefined. Oops, if I write the word un in there. Undefined. Okay, if you have any questions, please make sure you talk to me. Thanks.